from the times of early humans, pyramids, and ancient civilizations.
Wait. Is this what this documentary is about?
Well, isn't it a history documentary?
Yes, but not that kind of issue. We're talking about something closer and something we actually live in. The history of nightlife in Redeemer'S University.
Well, this school was created like in 2005. We weren't even born then.
We might not have been born there, but we have people who were. Evidences.
Story.
Let's go.
Nightlife is often about leisure, where people party, chill, and unwind with friends. But in the context of Redeemer'S University, nightlife takes a different meaning.
Nightlife is one of the most vital parts of one student's experience. It is filled with so many activities like hanging out with friends during leisure hours, buying food, and so many other things. And these activities are strictly confined in universities' environment. And this is not accidental. It is purely confined in the university structure as a faith-based institution.
During the day, the activities of students are more supervised, but at night is an opportunity for them to be more free.
Nightlife in Iran has evolved over time. It's not about rebellion, but about balance. Students use the night to study, connect quietly, and express themselves. So the night is not just calm and quiet, but also active.
This documentary therefore explores the history and evolution of nightlife in Iran over time. From the diversity of food options to security and technology, it has been observed that nightlife in Iran has not been the same for quite a while, and it has changed from how it was since it started, and this is what this documentary is going to be about.
Hi guys, okay, so my name is INIOLUWA, a graduate of Redeemer'S University. Apparently we're the pioneer set. I graduated from Redeemer'S University, we're the first set, and I studied accounting. When we were in Iran, that was between 2005 and 2009. Nightlife. Did we really have nightlife then? Because light out then was 10 o'clock. Was 10 p.m. 10 p.m. you have to be in your hostel, and we had a student, we had director of student affairs then, which you will call now DSSD, and is even then once is 9:30, if his car should move around, everybody will disappear. Oh, wow. That was Pastor Day any day. If his car should move around school, so because we had our orientation in 100 level then when we came in, our orientation took long. Every day, I think we did it for about 2 months. Every day we go for orientation. So it was really instilled. What Redeemer'S University was supposed to be was instilled in us strongly. Was imprinted into us like engraved into a stone. Like, these people, you must know what it is. So, and that time we already know you can't stay out. Once it's 10 o'clock, your hostel is closed, there's light out, and then we actually have there was internet in the hostel, there was common room, our rooms. In fact, the rooms you want to be there because just 2 persons in the room, yes, and there was air condition. Or everybody, there was water heater in your room, and the room is room and parlor. So you have a room, you have a parlor, there is a library shelf in your room, there's a kitchenette in your room. So really, you even want to be in your room by 10. More so, DSA will pursue you. If you are out by, you don't want to go home because you'll be expelled for the slightest thing. You don't want to go home. So once it's 10, you are in your room. So there was nothing like nightlife. Anything you want to buy, whatever you want to do, before 10, you should have done it. So it was just a routine from 7 p.m. where you called night, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. is you go to library, go to the chapel, sit in the common room, really, and it's in camp. So most of the time there will be one program or the other. And then, that was how it was. So the nightlife was just the same nightlife you can have in camp as it is now. So really, there was nothing to it. And I believe the reason we didn't have so much luxury then was because we were in redemption camp. And that is a campground for people to come and pray. not a university ground. So you can't tolerate some excesses. So you can't say here now on Saturdays you guys can wear your trousers and say you are going for sports. In camp you will not try it. No, don't wear it. Don't wear it. You can't say hey, we are students. We are no. We are in a. This is a church. So you are still borrowing our land as your temporal site. So really, there's nothing like nightlife. It was just a normal routine. You are in church. If there's program, you go for the program. If there's no program, you go back. More so, we used to have our own fellowship in the hostel. We would pray. Boys hostel we do our prayers before we sleep. Girls hostel they do theirs before they sleep. In the morning, we have morning devotion. By 6 o'clock, we are out for morning devotion. Everybody, you can't miss it. If you miss it, you can be expelled for it. We have daily journal where you read 10 chapters of the Bible every day, 10 chapters, and you summarize in 10 sentences. And if you don't do it, you could be expelled for it. So there was a lot to do. What nightlife care? There's no time for all of that. No time for it. Even though it was important to have it, but where we were at the time, there was no way you could have nightlife. But now in Redeemer'S University, I can say, oh, students are having luxury to say they have nightlife. You can easily go out and say, oh, I just want to clear my head. Let me go and sit down at Numbers. Let me just sit down, listen to music, or just meet a friend there and just enjoy myself, and then go back to the hostel and go and read or do whatever I have to do. So really, comparatively, run then and now, nightlife is better. You have access to nightlife. But again, it depends on what you are calling nightlife. But I believe this is good enough. What you already have now is good enough. It's a private university. It's a religious institution. It is a Christian university. So I believe what we already have with the invention of numbers, yellow bus, those are spots that give you the Christian nightlife where you can easily gather, and then you are sure that okay, I'm gathering in a very sane environment. No alcohol, no. What do you have in nightlife? No smoking, no drinking. You get so. We have good nightlife now in Redeemer'S University.
Okay, so I think like the next question is now, what was your routine like in life as a student for you personally?
Personally for me, then I was the choir director. I was HOD Live Voices then. So my night, trust me, I have one rehearsal or the other. And then I had a group then too, it's called Radicals for Christ. Radicals for Christ. We have a dance group, we have a singing group. Within the Radicals for Christ, we have drama group, we have dance group, we have singing group within Radicals for Christ. So for me, there was one or two, there were things to be done. And then I was the chairman. So then we didn't have Ronsa. We didn't have Ronsa yet. So what we had was student representative, one male, one female, and then we now have some other leaders in the hostel. So I was the student representative I was the chairman, and then we had the chairperson, Chioma Osuala. So we had a lot of work to do. So for me personally, it was class, hostel, come out for one rehearsal or the other, go and represent the students in one place. By the time you are done with this, it's almost 10 p.m. So you are running back to your hostel to go and sleep, and then wake up in the middle of the night to read and prepare for the next day.
Were they like social events like they were now?
Yes, there were social events. We had clubs. Social events in the night. Well, apart from chapel activities, so we used to have our chapel groups. Evangelism will have their day. Choir will have theirs. Drama departments will have their own. Different units in the chapel, they have their own programs, and then we also have different groups that, like I mentioned, Radicals for Christ. We had Leviticus then, I think. We had I can't remember all this. It's about 20 years now. There are so many groups, and that was just the nightlife. Nothing like, if we are going to have dinner, it's probably Mommy Gio that is hosting us. Mommy Gio can host us.
Like
departmental dinner. How many were we? We're not much. The entire school was how many? We're not much. So there was no time. We had too much to do. We didn't have time to all of that. There was so much to be done. Like the departmental dinner. No, I think this started maybe when we were about to graduate. During convocation. Before then, there was nothing like departmental dinner. It's Mommy Gio that will host us. She will host us with African missions. Then African missions, she can host us and have dinner for everybody, or it can be a breakfast meeting. Really, that was it. No, then we had award nights. I remember there was a program that Glitters. There was this group then. It's called Glitters. We did award nights then. So we just recognized some students that are doing well, and the program had to end also before 10 o'clock. It was not as social as this thing. Thank you very much.
When the sun sets, the campus doesn't sleep, it transforms.
My name is INIOLUWA, studied History and International Relations, graduated 2021. Yeah, so it's not too long, but anyways, during my time eating the likes of spaghetti and chicken, macaroni, turkey, loaded fries were like luxury. And these things only emerge during trade fairs and events, so it's like once in a lifetime opportunity. However, over time, some people began to reintroduce the need to provide more experiences. Now, usually you would eat bread and egg, probably catfish during that period, chicken and chips. But however, we have more opportunities. We would go out to go and buy Chicken Republic. Now we have much more varieties and more options. During departmental weeks, it's usually conducted at night, and as such, you could stay till 10, 11. However, over time it was reduced. It's more like luncheons right now. And I think it was as a result of the fact that students tend to misuse opportunities and tend to misuse things. Hence, a need to cushion such behaviors or characteristics.
The night time is also a period where friends get to hang out with each other and just talk about their day, chill and relax after a very stressful day at Redeemer'S University, because they hardly have time during the day to do all of these things. And then they also play game behind numbers and just chill. And we also have time to praise God, go to church, because there are some programs that still hold at night. Like for example, during chapel week, they still have programs in the night. It has also been noticed the increase of security guards around school campus, in front of hostels, at different points in the campus, like in front of DP, in front of numbers. They have been stationed all around school, unlike before.
You know, this is actually my favorite part of the day.
Night time is when I can actually relax.
And the food, don't forget the food.
Honestly, the food is one of the main reasons why I come outside at night.
But it's not just the food though.
The conversations.
the random gist, the laughter.
And this is literally our nightlife.